Hi readers! Before we begin, make sure you either have your whiteboard, marker, and eraser from your learning kit, or something else to write with like a paper and pen. If you need to get your supplies, pause the video. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started. So readers, today we're going to use our blends and digraphs chart. If you have your learning kit, you can take out your blends and digraphs chart. If not, that's okay. It'll be on every page of our book. When we're reading, we are going to be on the lookout for blends and digraphs because we're going on a blends and digraphs hunt. If you need more time on each page, pause the video. To pause the video, you look for this little symbol, press it, and the video will stop on that page. Okay, it's time to go on a blend and digraph hunt. Look at the title of our book and think, do you notice any blends and digraphs? How can the blends and digraphs help you read this page? Let's read it together. Sloth wants to snooze. Do you hear any blends and digraphs? Once you notice a blend and digraph, write it on your board or on your paper. Write it down. Did you find these blends and digraphs? Let's read it and really listen to these sounds. Sloth wants to snooze. Sloth. Sloth wants to snooze. We hear the sl, the sl. We hear the th, like thumb. Wants to sn, like snow. All right, readers, now you try. Read the page, and when you find a blend or digraph, write it on your board. All right, let's read the page together. Sloth wanted to snooze. Do you hear any of those blends and digraphs? Sloth wanted to snooze. Yeah, sloth wanted to snooze. Sloth wanted to snooze. Let's try another page. Ooh, looks like there might be a few on this page. How many blends and digraphs can you find? Okay, let's read this page together. She crawled into the bushes. The bugs were too noisy. Click, buzz. Oh, I feel like I heard some blends and digraphs in these words. Let's see if we found them all. Oh, there's so many. Let's start by looking at the word that's in our picture. Click, 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 like clock, but click, click. She crawled into the bushes. The bugs were too noisy. Did you find all of these blends and digraphs? Let's try another page. Look over the words and think, how many blends and digraphs can I find? Okay, let's read the page together. She swung over the pond. The frogs were too noisy. Croak, ribbit. Ooh, I think you heard the same ones I did. Let's check. Yeah, let's check the picture first. Croak, like crayon. Croak. She swung over the pond. The frogs were too noisy. Hey, our chart even has a frog. Frog. Try again. Think, do any of these words have a blend or digraph? And try to think, how can I use that sound to help me solve these words? All right, let's read the page together. She climbed into the vines. The monkeys were too noisy. Eek! Ooh, ooh, ooh. Did you find these blends and digraphs? She climbed into the vines. The monkeys were too noisy. That the sound is coming up a lot in the sh in she. So those are two digraphs that we should get really familiar with. Oh, this is an interesting page. Can you spot any blends and digraphs? And how can they help you solve these words? Okay, let's read it together. She swung onto the ground. The lizards were too noisy. Splish, splash. Can you hear that? Splish, splash. I'm hearing that sh, sh, sh sound, the same one we hear in she. Oh wow, there are so many blends and digraphs. Let's see if we read through them and see if we can catch them all. She swung onto the ground. The lizards were too noisy. Splish, splash. Oh, it looks like splish and splash both have the sp, sp, sp sound like in spoon. Sp, spoon. So splish, splash has a blend like in spoon and a digraph like ship. Look at this page. What do you notice? All right, let's read it together. She crawled near the camp. The humans were too noisy. La la la. Those noisy humans, always singing in the woods. I think I heard a couple. So friends, are we noticing some blends and digraphs that are coming up on every page? Yeah, the sh like ship and th like thumb. Sh, the. But is there another one that we haven't found? Yeah, so we already noticed the she, the sh and she, and the th and the. Oh, I forgot to underline this one also. Woo! But there's this one, like crayon. She crawled near the camp. The humans were too noisy. Okay. Look closely, friends. What do you notice? Checking both the picture and the words on the page. All right, let's read it together. She climbed onto the rocks. The big cats were too noisy. Growl, roar. Well, we already know we have this one. We see these on every page because it's a pattern. But do you see any other blends and digraphs? Yeah, she climbed onto the rocks, like clock. The big cats were too noisy. And then looking in the picture, there's this label that goes owl, owl, growl, like grapes. What's happening here? How many blends and digraphs can you find? All right, let's read it together. She climbed into a tree. The birds were too noisy. chirp, caw, chirp. That seems like a sound that's on our chart. Yeah, let's look. She climbed into a tree. Tree, friends, is kind of tricky because you can see it on our chart, the the TR. Let's blend those sounds together and really like understand that sound. So you got the t and the r. Let's blend them together. Get your blender out. Brrr, tr. Like tree, like trunk, like try. She climbed into a tree. The birds were too noisy. And then there's another one in here. Chirp, 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 chirp. Ooh, this looks like a different page. Okay. All right, look through and think, how many blends and digraphs can you find? And how can they help you read this page? All right, let's read this page together. The rainforest is too noisy. I can't sleep, she told the bat. You're so tired, you forgot. Sloths can sleep anywhere, said the bat. Ooh, I didn't know that. So friends, when I was trying to solve this word, I already noticed this first blend, the sl. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, there's so many blends and digraphs on this page. Okay, let's read the page again. Read it with me. The rainforest. Oh, friends, this blend is at the end of the word. St, like star, rainforest. Rainforest is at the end like star. The rainforest is too noisy. I can't sleep, sleep, she told the bat. You're so tired you forgot. Sloths can sleep anywhere, said the bat. This is a blend or a digraph we don't see as often when we're solving the WH, like whale. So when you're seeing the WH, you might think, oh, I only make the w sound like whale. The H stays shh, quiet. Sloth smiled. She closed her eyes and snoozed at last. Boy, I probably should have had you read that page, but that's okay. Did you hear any blends or digraphs? Read it with me. Sloth smiled. She closed her eyes and snoozed at last. Just try to find one and write it on your board or paper. Wow, for a short page, there's so many blends and digraphs here. Sloth, smiled. She closed her eyes and snoozed at last. All right, great job, readers. When you are done with this video, remember to press the blue Mark as Done button on Google Classroom, or you can leave a comment to let me know you watched the video. And if you want to, go on a blend and digraph hunt in one of your own books. All right, thanks, readers.